Hey guys, welcome back. And today I'm going to be going over some base building tips that can help anyone trying to build a base be more successful in doing so. Today I'm going to be going over the mages, which include the blue and red. Mages are very important to any base as they steal rage and prevent the attacker's dragons from using its spell depending on which color the mage is. You'll see the color of the spell when you if you look at to the left, for example. The crumble to dust is red. Furthermore, a red mage will block the red spell. However, the blue will block the blue spell. So, for example, cloak is a blue spell. These towers are critical to building an efficient base, and certain things are necessary for you to know when building your base about these mage towers. The first tower I'm going to be going over is the red mage tower, and as its name suggests, block all incoming red spells. However, the one interesting thing to point out is the fact that it doesn't block all red spells, only the ones that are projected from the dragon. A few examples of non-impacted spells are invert projectiles, reverse projectiles, summon warrior, and elemental mayhem. And of course, the next tower is the blue mage tower. And again, as its name suggests, it blocks any usage of blue spells within the vicinity of the tower. So these blue spells include explosive shield, cure poison, wind wall, all those types. And this tower is really detrimental, especially to Amarok and other dragons that only use blue spells or only have the ability to use those. And at lower levels, this tower is very, very crucial because Amarok, again, is a complete powerhouse, and you really want to have this tower to be able to defeat him. So now that you guys know what these towers do, what their cons and what their pros are, now it's time to know the tips and strategies, how to implement these towers into your base effectively, and how to make the attacker work harder to defeat your base. So the biggest problem that I see, and I think that is the major problem within the community of WarDragons, is either having too many or too little mage towers. So the problem with having too little is, of course, if you have none, you're an XP base. If you have very few, it's a lot easier for people who are attacking your base to use their spells a lot quicker and more often, rather than having a mage tower on every single island. That being said, the general consensus of the number of mage towers per island is at least one. Normally, most people have one per tower, as I do. On my main account, I have 2 on these middle islands, and that is due to the fact that most of my major high-level towers are on these 2 middle islands here, and I'll have 1 blue and 1 red on each of these smaller individual groups of islands. So on these 5. I would suggest doing the same if you're like me and have a short base, which I'll be explaining the importance of having a short base in another video. But if you only have, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 islands, I would highly suggest having the first 2 a little bit of have all your higher level towers to take out the dragons quicker. Another thing is having too many, so you have less attack power against the dragons. What's the point of having a bunch of mage towers that really help your base defend against dragons, so your higher level towers can kill them? But if you have no higher level towers to kill the dragons, it's kind of pointless, because mage towers on their own are not very powerful. When combined with other towers, they become a lot more strong, including making your base even stronger. So it's important to kind of keep at a minimum, I would say 2 per island, and really you want to keep to mostly about an average of 1 per island. So this will be the wrap of these tips and strategies. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this interesting, and I hope you guys can apply this to your base. If you guys can't, or if you guys need help doing so, feel free to message me down in the comments, or text me in-game, or on Twitter, or my social media, which I'll be putting in the description. Also, another quick tip is there are certain runes that boost your tower's ability. So, for example, there are Arcane Striker and Arcane Frenzy. So, the Arcane Striker increases the damage dealt by the super shot of a mage. Unfortunately, I don't have any on this one, but you apply it as a rune on these statues or any of the other monuments. As well, you can do research. So research is something that is kind of overlooked by some people. I would highly suggest looking at this and seeing which ones are best for you. I personally go for the dragon research buffs. However, there is actually two really important ones. Red Mage Siphon, I guess, and that is a 1 additional rage stolen from Red Mage Tower Super Shot. So when people are defending your base, this makes the mage take 2 slots of rage from an attacking dragon. These two, and again, there's actually one for blue as well. So I'd really do this if I were you, just to make sure that there's even less rage for attackers, especially when hunters are involved. Hunters really need their rage, and if you can take that away from them, they're a lot less durable and they won't work as efficiently as they could. Alright, and that will be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. If you didn't, leave a dislike. That way I know if what I'm doing is right. If you guys don't enjoy it, that way I can make this channel even better. This was my first video. I really do appreciate all the support I know I will get. WarDragons is a really great game. I know that there is a large community looking for help. I'm hoping that this channel can get there at some point, and this is just a start. So if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, I have my line ID down in the description, as well as my endgame name. Send me a message also on Twitter, and I will answer as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.